Ooh, she's pissed. The audacity. The audacity. How dare you? I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole life down. She is not a sim character for you to be like, okay, today you wear this, today you wear that. Here's who you should date. Like, absolutely hard pass, no. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren. If you're new here, I'm very excited for this video. I don't really have a script. We're just gonna do another little Lauren chat video because But Daddy, I Love Him is a spicy, spicy message to some Swifties, not all. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this because I remember how I felt when I first saw the letter, the hashtag SpeakUpNow letter. I remember how I felt when everyone in the world was freaking out about her dating Matty Healy and this podcast controversy. Like, please, in case you haven't watched my entire breakdown video of that scandal, go watch it. It's 48 minutes long. You can listen to it like a podcast, but I go through every single point of what everyone considers that scandal. And I show you that Matty Healy is a human who actually stands up for a lot of good things in the world, and he's not here to be your PC captain and make you feel good. That's not his job. It's not Taylor's job to make you feel good. It's your job to make yourself feel good. You see something on the internet and it bothers you, scroll away, Sarah and Hannah. You do not need to comment on every little thing that upsets you. And if you do, you're just weak. I didn't plan on starting this video with that kind of rant, but like, this is how I truly feel about that whole Matty Healy situation. If she is seen with this grown man, then she aligns herself with everything he has done in his whole existence on Earth. Like, what? Talk about a double standard of misogyny. Taylor Swift is not responsible for a grown man's actions. I know that you might feel close to Taylor Swift, but you're just not. You're not her mom. You're not even in her circle of close friends. I need to remind you that Taylor Swift is a real person with real feelings, thoughts, emotions, likes and dislikes and nuances and complications that make any human a human. And it is her right to choose what of those things that she shares with us. And anyone who thinks that Taylor Swift doesn't have the right to date anyone, I feel like you're losing sight of reality. I already said it, but you truly are. She is not a sim character for you to be like, okay, today you wear this, today you wear that. Here's who you should date. Like, absolutely hard pass, no. Ugh. Made me so mad, and I kind of love that this song is pretty much all about that. Woo! Did I just floor it to the fences or what? Hi guys, I'm Lauren in case you're new here. I cover all things pop culture, and I've been covering Taylor Swift news and reactions for like 7 years now. She watched my channel. Wild, that's the wildest thing for me to say, but I would like to think of myself as an OG veteran Swiftie who does not hop in on the sensationalized part of Swiftie. Like, I'm not saying everyone on TikTok is like this because there are a lot of toxic people on Tumblr and on Twitter, but I just feel like there's just been so many new fans over the last couple of years. Guys, today I'm going to be talking about But Daddy, I Love Him. This song I can't get it out of my head. Every time I hear it, also I get like little like Tarzan vibes from some of the chorus, like the drums of Phil Collins. I don't know if anyone else feels that, but like anytime the chorus comes, like wherever I am, my arms just go open wide because I'm like running with my dress unbuttoned. It's great. Guys, make sure you're following me on all my social medias. I have been like a TTPD storm on Instagram and on TikTok. I just hit 5,000 on TikTok. I know. It's a big deal. It's a big deal for me, I know. And of course, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am going to be posting a lot more TTPD decodings. I'm trying to just turn the camera on more and not have it be so rehearsed and scripted. So let's dive right in. This whole song, she is rejecting the need for approval from anyone. From her mom, from her dad, from her fans, Someone tweeted me today that it's just the Swifties who spell it with a Y. That made me laugh so hard. But it's true, we do not have any say in who she dates. Like, what kind of world do we live in now that people really think that? That is her choice and hers alone. By the way, there is a Patreon version of this video that is already up right now if you're seeing this on YouTube because I'm going to go through the song pressing play and listening to it with you guys. Obviously, I can't put that part on YouTube. So if you want to like get the real thing with me, go watch it on my Patreon if you'd like. It's only $5 to join, and with that price, you get all my reactions. All of them. Every single one, and you don't even have to stay. But because of copyright, I'm just going to be including my thoughts on the YouTube version, so I hope that you enjoy this, because I know that I will. I fly back to LA, and like, I have to leave for the airport in 1 hour, So we're gonna see what I can do. Starting at the beginning, looking at the lyrics on Spotify. I'm taking a little piece from Brian West's article that he wrote on this. When she says, I forget how the West was won, I believe she's saying, I don't quite remember all the details of the history. All I know is that it happened. It happened and we're here. So I feel like she's saying, I can't remember all of the different details and little things that happened in my life, in my online fandom that led to this moment, but it did, and now we're here. Like, the fact that she's starting the song like that is, hi, how did we get here? I don't remember. Was this ever fun? Because right now it's not fun at all. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. So I've seen a lot of people being like, and including myself, my initial first reaction was like, does her dad not like him? Like, it's very funny. Your first reaction to the song and then you like listen to it a couple times and you're like, ooh, yeah, just kidding. I believe that she is referring to her parents, the others that she's referring to in this song as us. The fans. And by us, I would really like to not lump myself into this crazy, insane people that think they have the right to tell Taylor Swift anything. You don't. You don't even know what life was like before Twitter, before TikTok. And all we got from them was like, oh, Taylor Swift is on SNL. She's on Jimmy Fallon. We had Tumblr and MySpace and Facebook. Like, there was no like ability to be like, well, I have an opinion and I need to say it on Twitter and tag her. Please. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. You would normally say that your parents raised you, right? You could say that her fans, which she always says at every awards, is like, thank you to the fans, you are the reason that I'm here. Oh, wait, that's totally what she means. When she's like, you're the reason that I get to do this, that I get to have this amazing job, it's all about you. That's what she's referring to. These people only raise you to cage you. Like, oh, her fans are only there to lift her up and then tear her down when they don't agree with something. Again, I'm not referring to all Swifties. I'm just referring to the Sarahs and Hannahs in their Sunday best. At Beachy Bones on Twitter said, I believe that it's for the Swifties that wrote the letter for Taylor and team criticizing the company that she chose. Her song, it's full of resentment, like saying, I wanted that bad boy no matter who or what. They are, quote unquote, daddy, like if she needed to ask for permission. Like, daddy, mother, daddy, please let me date them. LOL. Thank you for that tweet. You summed it up perfectly. Next lines. Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday best. I have seen some people saying that Sarah's and Hannah's, they are biblical names and that she's possibly referring to judgmental, holier than thou, noses in the air, judgmental Christian people because of the way that she says Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday best. Sunday best refers to the outfits that you wear to church on Sunday. And then for her to be like clutching their pearls, like my, pipe down over there. This is too much for me. Just very like waspy is the phrase that comes to my mind. And then the next part where she says, I just learned these people try to save you because they hate you. Like, come here, let me save you. First of all, obviously, references to religion and Jesus saving you. Tara on my Twitter, at ShoeRider17, love you Tara, said, I wrote a whole dissertation on Facebook as a Christian about how hypocritical, judgmental Christians are clearly called out in this song and how my daughter's classmates tell her Taylor Swift is a devil worshiper and that if they don't think their words matter, they do. Tara, I would love to read that dissertation because you summed it up perfectly. I feel like there have been a lot of things online where people are like, being at the Eras tour is demonic. Taylor Swift is the devil. She is this, she is that. And I'm like, you're insane. As a Jewish person, you're insane. As someone with a lot of regular, normal Christian friends, they all agree you're insane. I also believe that like when she put what a mess in quotes, sighing, they're clutching their pearls, sighing, oh, I'm wearing pearls. Ha! Ha! Clutching their pearls, sighing, what a mess, is directly related to all the Swifties online, on TikTok, on Twitter, even like under my YouTube comments where people said that it made me so sad. Some people said that they didn't feel safe going to the Eras tour because she was dating Matty Healy. And he said, he actually didn't say these things, just the headlines. Like, please go watch my video if you know what I'm talking about, because he did not say these things about ghetto gaggers. Like, that was not a thing that just watch my video, okay? I can't get into all of that. Let's continue with the song. Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. Like, she's once again, from the previous things that I was saying, these people are just on their high horse, tweeting and saying what they feel, like writing out this letter, this open letter to Taylor that I'm going to get into in just 1 second. I just wanted to get through the first verse first because this letter is insane. Do you guys remember this? Like, I also feel like when she said they slammed the door on my whole world, all I heard in there was part of your world from The Little Mermaid. Like, come on, you don't hear it? Oh my God, the look on everyone's face, collectively, every Swifty's face when they heard the line, I'm having his baby. I feel like I gotta hop on that TikTok trend because the look on my face was also priceless. In case you haven't watched my reactions yet, you should. Okay, first part of this verse. They slammed the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. Slammed my door on the whole world, on my whole world reminds me of when you were a little kid and you're arguing with your parents and like, maybe it's just me, this door, I'm literally like in my childhood bedroom and you're like, I hate it here, slam the doors. Did you like that little Taylor Swift reference? But like, slammed the door is something like, that reminds me of childhood, right? Just like I'm having a childish fit and you're arguing with your parents, once again, referring to the fans. Not me, whoever the weird fans are as like the parents. Like this is the one thing that I wanted, right? She is just being very tongue-in-cheek about this entire song, singing about her romantic freedom, just not really caring what we think because she's happy and because we have no idea anything that has gone down between her and Matty Healy. They've been friends since 2014. There's actually this Tumblr timeline that I think I'm gonna break down in a video. They've been friends and they've been flirty and they have hooked up like many times in her lifetime that we just don't know about. And I love so much that Taylor Swift is still able to keep secrets from her fans. She deserves the right to privacy. She deserves the right to be able to have private conversations and texts and private flirtations. Just boils my blood if you think otherwise. So when she says, now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love it. She's like, I'm running wild. I don't really care what you think. I don't really care what you see. Like, you normally would have your dress buttoned as you're running. She's just like, I am so disheveled and like, you think I'm this wild person? Just you wait. I'm having his babies. No, I'm not, but you should see your face. The fact that she says I'm having his baby, no, I'm not, you should see your faces, in my mind is like, oh, this is a big joke. This is like a big, in your face, can't believe that this was something that Taylor Swift even had to read online. Like, you should see your face because you're acting so freaking crazy. Oh, you think I'm acting crazy? You're acting crazier. I love her ability to just turn real feelings, real anger, real probably feelings of betrayal that her fans could think this or feel this way into an incredible song, into a lighthearted joke, and then also like throw in some deep cuts in there. Like I mentioned on my first reaction of the song, I'm telling him to floor it through the fences reminds me of like, you're in the passenger seat. The person you love that everyone disapproves of is in the driver's seat and there's like an arm down at some entrance while you guys are in your pickup truck and he turns to you and goes, what do I do? And she goes, floor it. Floor it through the fences, break down the walls. I don't care what they think. You can't cage me. You can't keep me in. This is my life and my choice. Everything else is just white noise. Okay, I shall calm down. I know he's crazy, but he's the one that I want. Is like, trust my judgment that I am human. Like, I know he's crazy. I actually know that he's even crazier than you know because I've known him for like 10 plus years. How long have you known him, Swifties with a Y? I will never tire of that joke. That's amazing. Also, can't believe I didn't mention this way sooner on, but daddy, I love him. And for her to say, dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid, reminds me of how the entire fandom calls her mother. Mother is mothering. And by the entire fandom, I don't call her mother because it's a little weird, but I'm just trying to stay hip with the youths on TikTok, I guess. But they're always like, oh my gosh, mother, I love you, mother, mother's mothering. I think that they're like, mother and father, please let me date him. I think that's like a little reference to that. ZCA02 on my Twitter said, in my opinion, all the people who felt entitled to tell Taylor how to live her life, who to love, the daddy come home to mother. Oh my God, wait. Are you saying that people were tweeting daddy come home to mother at Joe to like save her from this mess that she's in? Is that what you're saying? Oh my God, I planned on reading your tweet on camera, but like it just hit me what you were saying. The daddy come home to mother, it was way too much, but it's her good name and hers alone to disgrace. Whew! Thank you for that tweet. Now, before I go on, I would like to very quickly go over this letter. Do you remember this? Do you remember the open letter to Taylor Swift from her quote-unquote fans? They made a new Instagram account for it, they made a specific Twitter account for it, and they made a hashtag called #SpeakUpNow. Thank you to this person for sending me the link to this so that I could read you some of my favorite excerpts from this movement. You can call it that. I'll put the whole thing up on screen right here if you'd like to read it. You can pause and do that, but I just want to go over some of my favorite lines from it. And please know that I'm saying favorite with sarcasm. An open letter to Taylor Swift from her fans. #SpeakUpNow. Dear Taylor, as concerned fans, we are writing to express our disappointment regarding recent events. You've been recently seen with and have welcomed to your stage Matty Healy, the frontman of the 1975. He has been involved in acts and controversy that deeply trouble us. While individuals have the right to make their own choices and form relationships, we believe that it is essential for those in the public eye to take a stand against discrimination and hold themselves and their associates accountable. Oh my God, this sounds like a letter from like a dean to like a student who did something wrong, who got an MIP for drinking in college or something. Oh my God. Taylor, your voice holds tremendous power, and right now your silence is palpable. This silence sends a message of indifference, particularly to the fans who have supported you. This part is the kicker. This kills me. We urge you to reflect on the impact of your own and your associates' behavior and engage in genuine self-reflection. The audacity. The audacity. How dare you? Okay, I'm almost done. We believe in the capacity for growth and transformation. Oh, how big of you. By acknowledging this letter, demonstrating genuine remorse, and committing to personal growth and education, you have the opportunity to make amends and contribute positively to society. You have the opportunity to contribute positively to society like she hasn't already given us the world. Oh my God. This last line, and then I'm done reading this dumb letter. Ha! Change takes time, but we hope to see you actively engage in this process of personal and social transformation. Let this be the turning point where you become a force for positive change and a catalyst for healing. I can't even believe that a person that multiple people got together to write this, and that you thought that this, hey guys, let's go viral. Yeah, let's do this. This will be great. Like, the good soul in Lauren deep down believes that they were doing the right thing. Like I said in the Matty Healy deep dive video, anybody who heard the headlines and you believe that Taylor Swift is racist or something, like your genuine reaction to that is valid. If you were upset, if you are a person of color, if you are in a minority, like, I am not here to tell you that you shouldn't be offended by a headline or something. I am here to tell you that you should look into said headline. Then you would find out that it was untrue, incorrect, just for clicks and views. You'd think you'd know better by now. Anything with Taylor Swift does really well online, right? Always check your source. Always look into it. I believe that whoever wrote this and made it cute and aesthetic in Canva or something, I believe that they really think that they were doing the right thing. It's just so obnoxious, rude, holier than thou. I am on my high horse telling you what to do and who to date, and it's just, that is all that I feel that this dumb letter was saying. Could you imagine Taylor in her bed, scrolling in bed, this coming across her feed, and just like the look on her face of like, you know what? Mother, daddy, let me write a freaking song about this to let you know that you have no control over what I do. Editing Lauren here because I found something while I was editing that I just need to share with you guys. Apparently, and please tell me if this was a joke or not, some fans were so upset with Taylor making her own choices by dating Matty Healy that they decided they wanted to try and make a union? They decided they wanted to try and make a union. Please listen to what is in their manifesto. I'll include the link to this article down below. Apparently, a group of disgruntled fans formed the Taylor Swift Fan Union, or TSFU. These fans were angry that Taylor cut ties with Joe only to end up with someone like Matty Healy. What are their demands? Oh my God, this makes you want to throw up. Quote, fans do the majority of promotion and marketing for Taylor Swift without being compensated. Yet, we as fan workers still have no formal bargaining power in the musical direction or brand identity of the celebrity we collectively created. Oh my God. The Taylor Swift Fan Union offers fan workers the ability to collectively bargain for a creative vision of Taylor Swift that better aligns with our shared values. Get this. To maintain accountability to fan values, we propose a seasonal meeting with Taylor Swift, her management, and elected TSFU representative to agree on matters relating to her future musical output, social life, touring schedule, commercial endorsement, and fan availability. Am I in a different dimension? What? Didn't Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta trying to control her tell you anything? No one else controls Taylor but her, and that is the way it should be. Back to the lyrics. In case you needed a little translation, precocious is an adjective that means showing the qualities or abilities of an adult at an unusually early age. Like, you're very, very mature for your age. Taylor Swift clearly had to grow up very, very quick. I will never forget that famous line of her accepting that award when she said, "This is the highlight of my senior year." And she like missed going to her senior prom because she was asked to host SNL that same exact night. Yes, Taylor Swift and all pop stars that start at a very young age, you are forced to grow up very, very quickly. In this part of the song where she calls herself a dutiful daughter, all of her plans are laid, all of her tendrils are tucked into a woven braid. She's like a good little girl who goes to church and does everything right, and you just would never think anything bad of this girl. For her to be like, growing up precocious sometimes mean you didn't grow up at all. Meaning like, you're saying that I'm not allowed to make my own choices, not allowed to make my own mistakes. Clearly she's not with Matty Healy anymore, but that doesn't, even if she married the guy, that's the point. It doesn't matter. Life works out as it does, including Taylor reconnecting with her old flame Matty and just not needing to tell us anything or justify it in any way to us. God, that's such a great line. Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. I feel like I remembered tweets that said, stay away from her, like with Matty Healy's face on it. Oh my goodness. When she says he was chaos, he was revelry, she's literally like, I know that he is just this wild card, chaotic, tortured poet, and like, he was fun. He's revelry because I was excited to get into this chaos with him. She wasn't in the best place after her relationship with Joe ended, and she needed a little bit of chaos. She needed to have fun, and that's exactly what she found in Matty, for a bit. Saying his bedroom eyes were like a remedy, like, oh, he's curing me. And like the nights that we spend together, it's like a cure for me. That's like lifting me up out of this lull that I've been in from post-breakup. Love this part. Soon the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. God, there's so many references I could make with this. One, I could relate this back to Reputation. They're burning all the witches even if you aren't one. And again, just like another play on her storytelling. The elders, the holier than thou people that have the say of the higher court. Like, she's talking about the fans, she's talking about anyone who's a critic of her relationship that just doesn't even have the right to be. Then this next line is some of my favorite lines of the whole song. I don't know how she turns like an angry FU song to her fans also into just a really great story. Like, just screeching tires and true love. The lines where she says, Lord knows the words we never heard, is like all of the, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people tweeted about their disdain for her to be dating Matty, and she was like, I'm not even looking. You think that I see everything online? I do, and I also choose to not see the things that I don't want to see. So like, enjoy screaming into your echo chamber. We will never hear those words. You don't have any control over me. All I hear are screeching tires and true love. That's all I hear. We are flooring it through these fences. Now let's get into this bridge. Ugh. Taylor, what does she do? She does this face. I love a good bridge. We love a good bridge too, Taylor, especially when you're the one writing it. This bridge is directly written at all the Swifties with the Y in the Speak Up Now movement that they did. Oh my God, that bridge kills me. Huh. So she starts off saying, I know he's crazy, he's the one that I want, and then into the bridge. It's like the roles have reversed, because this is what like I imagine how like a parent would scold a child. You call her mother, she's acting like your mother in this exact verse. I will tell you something right now, Missy, is like the vibe that I get, like mother to child, like She's the one in the position. We are not. I don't even want to like lump myself into that category. She's the one who just needs to make these decisions, who deserves to make them all on her own. For her to say, I'll tell you something right now. Like, I always love to think about how she comes up with these lyrics, and I feel like this could be the start of the angry Apple notes that she wrote to herself. Just like, let me tell you something right now, Swifties, in quotes. It just sounds like angry. It sounds like, oh, what's she about to say? She's pissed. She is pissed. I'm pissed. I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. Like, you. If you were online talking about how this is such a big deal, I can't go to the Eras tour, I don't feel safe, she's a racist because she's a no. Taylor Swift does not speak for a man's actions. She's not responsible for anything else except her actions and herself. And that's just the whole point. When she says, let me tell you something about my good name, it's mine alone to disgrace. After all the shit that she's been through, the hashtag Taylor Swift is over party, Kim and Kanye, just thing after thing after thing, Taylor knows what she's doing in life. It's her life to live. Like, that's just what makes me, this song is directly at that. It is her life to live, and we're just watching, okay? We do not get to control like we're in The Sims, all right? The line that for me was like, ooh, she's pissed, and it's absolutely about obnoxious fans online. I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empaths clothing. It's such a brilliant line. It's such a brilliant line. An empath is someone that's like, oh, I know exactly how you're feeling, sweetie. I know exactly, I can feel what you're feeling. No, you have no idea how she's feeling, what she's been through. We have zero idea. So she's literally saying, I don't cater to all these fans in empath's clothing who are actually vipers in disguise. Like, you are not a real fan if this is something that you're saying to me. Like, that's what she's saying in this line. I don't cater to you. If you really believe this way, if you were one of the people that tweeted at her, there were people tweeting things like this and tagging her. Think you're ever gonna have a chance to meet Taylor Swift then? Nope. I hope they put you on a do not whatever list. Ugh, angry. Next lines just kind of go along with everything that I just said. God, that line. And again, she's going back to the like judgmental, the religion topic where she says, God save the most judgmental creeps. Like, you are being so freaking creepy if you think that you have any right to talk about my relationship. The line that kills me, sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I will never see. Stunning, just so stunning. Let's Google some of these terms. Sanctimonious means making a show of being morally superior to others. That's like the Swifties on Twitter that wrote this. That's the Swifties that were just saying this, like performing soliloquies that I will never see. The definition of a soliloquy is an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud, regardless if anyone's listening, especially by a character in a play. Oh my God, she's literally saying you are just sending these tweets out, these TikToks out to just get clicks. You're not even sending it out to get to me, Taylor. You're just sending it out to rile other people up. You don't even care what's real, what's not. You're performing these soliloquies and I will never see them because I am way above you, literally, figuratively, metaphor, all of it. Just way above you. I love that. Just another reminder that like, she is her and we are here. Like, God, I love it. And then once again, she goes back to her incredible storytelling roots, saying, thinking that your thoughts can change the beat of my heart when he touches me, can change the chemistry that we feel and undo our destiny, because they've known each other for years. They've probably been like texting about getting together for such a long time. I love that she's saying, you ain't gotta pray for me. Like, I'm fine. You go do you, boo-boo. I'm doing amazing. Oh God, the next lines. Me and my wild boy, she's aware fully of who he is. Like, she knows him better than we do, okay? Just remember that. If all you want is gray for me, then it's just white noise because it's my choice. Like, love hearing that. Love hearing that. Should always be a woman's choice. But if all you want is gray for me, then it's just white noise. I don't hear you at all because you just want me to have gray, gloomy skies because this is something that's bringing me wild joy. You're trying to rip that from me because you saw a headline and couldn't even do the damn research yourself? That's what she's saying. Oh, there's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon my fakest smiles. Scandal does things to pride, but it brings lovers closer. Like, it brought them closer together to see the world just get so up in arms about this. And then I believe that she's going back to the fun storytelling roots of the song. Went back to my parents, they came around, but all the wine moms clutching their pearls are still holding out, but like, she's saying, screw you. It's over. That's over with. All that mess, how you feel, doesn't matter to me. And then this whole next chorus, which is obviously changed. It's like the climax in the story when she's like, I'm dancing in my dress in the sun. It's no longer dancing with my dress unbuttoned like she's some wild child. She's like, no, I'm confident in who I am. I'm dancing in the sun, in my dress. My daddy loves him too. All is well. It's like the little bow on like the perfect little story about this. And she says, I'm his lady, and that's all that I know. Directly making fun of us. Not us. I'm not in this. Directly making fun of the people that thought that, saying, you should see your faces. Time, doesn't it give some perspective? No, you cannot come to the wedding. You're not invited. Like, this is not your life, it's mine. This user on Twitter said, Hannah's and Sarah's with pearls, saying, what a mess. Being a reference to the friendship bracelets is wild to me. Quote, you think just because you're part of the community, you can tell me what to do with my personal life? I didn't think about it that way. With their pearls, you think that could be references to the friendship bracelets? I like that, actually. Guys, I feel like I've got so much more to say, but I just needed to like spit that all out at you. Would love to know your thoughts on this. I'm sure that there's things that I didn't pick up on this. I have been trying to keep like my blinders on in terms of reading other people's decodings because I feel like it muddies my mind. So now that this video is posted and you're watching it, I am gonna go back and like read through the Reddit forums and see what you guys are saying. But I would love to know your thoughts to this. Please comment down below what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? This is a conversation. I would love to know what you think. And as always, thank you for all the thoughtful comments you're leaving. I'm loving the comments that you're leaving on my reaction videos because you guys are making me see things that I didn't see my first time around. So just thank you so much for being here, liking and commenting for the YouTube algorithm gods. It really helps. I don't know why, but it really helps. If you're someone that doesn't like to comment, leave me a like. Love you very, very much. Make sure you subscribe to this channel that you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok. Dying to know what you guys think. All right, I got a flight to catch. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.